Hola a todos and bienvenidos to your free Spanish lesson. My name is Ingrid Jackson and I am your Spanish instructor. Today, as we do every week, we're going to go over last week's lesson and we're also going to go over your homework. What was that?
Nada.
Honey, what are you doing?
Nada.
Oh my God. Okay, now that that's over. One of the things that you learned last week was the days of the week. And we're going to go over those just briefly for the sake of practice. So you learned that lunes is Monday. Martes is Tuesday. Miércoles is Wednesday. Jueves is Thursday. Viernes is Friday. Sábado is Saturday. Domingo is Sunday. So I'm just going to say the days quickly in Spanish without translating their meaning, just so you hear the pronunciation. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. Among the many things that you learned last week, one of them was that in Spanish, when we refer to a superior at work, an elderly person, or someone that we do not know, we still use thou instead of you. It is considered very disrespectful to treat someone that falls into any of those categories as you instead of thou. Don't feel weird talking, saying it. It isn't. It's very common in Spanish to use thou, which in Spanish it is usted. So if you're going to ask someone how they're doing using thou, it would be ¿Cómo está usted? That means how are you? But in a more respectful way. Now we will go over your homework from last week. Now, last week I gave you 10 words, and you were supposed to find the meaning for those words. And here are the words. Word number 1, casa, which means house. I'll repeat that for you. Casa. Word number 2. Hun? You know I'm doing the lesson for this week, don't you? What are you doing? What?
Nada.
Nada? You're doing nada.
Nada.
This guy's crazy. Or how we Cubans would say, este tipo está quemado. Okay. Word number 1, again, casa. Casa means house. Word number 2, lluvia. Lluvia means rain. Word number 3, silla. Silla means chair. Word number 4, mesa. Mesa means table. Word number 5, cocina. Cocina means kitchen. Word number 6, baño. Baño means bathroom. Now I'm going to go into word number 6 for just a second. As you can see, there is a letter within the word that does not exist in the alphabet in English. And that is called an ñ. That particular letter comes right after the N in the alphabet. So again, I'm going to repeat that for you. It's called ñ. And it sounds like this. Baño. And as I just explained, baño means bathroom. Word number 7, toalla. Toalla means towel. Word number 8, jabón. Jabón means soap. Word number 9, caliente. Caliente means hot. Word number 10, frío. Frío means cold. Honey, what are you doing? This, this is my beautiful cat, Simon. Say hi. Hi. Mi gato, my cat. Mi gato se llama Simon. Okay, so last week we talked about learning the numbers, and that's exactly what we're going to do this week. Now, before we do that, I do want to tell you that even though some of the things that I teach you may seem a little bit weird to you, trust me, we use it commonly in Spanish, such as thou, which means usted. So again, don't feel weird using it. It is very common for us. So if I'm teaching it to you, it's because we're using it. Okay? Now, let's go into the numbers. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. I can see you, honey. Siete, ocho, nueve, 10. Now, it's very important that you learn these particular, 1 through 10, because just like in English, you come to a point that you just add the 1 behind whatever, such as in 21, for example. It's 20 all the way to 30, and then you just add 1 at the end of it. So it's 21, 22, 23, and so on. So this is what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you 1 through 10. Then the teens, which is weird, as it is in English, is different, right? And then all you need to do is learn 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on. And all you need to do is add the single digit number behind that to make it a multiple. Okay. So here are your numbers 1 through 10. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 10. Here we go from 11 through 20. Once, 11. Doce, 12. Trece, 13. Catorce, 14. Quince, 15. 16, 16. 17, 17. 18, 18. 19, 19. 20, 20. So I'm going to say it now without translating it for you, just so you hear the pronunciation. Once, doce, trece, catorce, quince, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So those are the only weird ones that once you learn them, that's it. That's, all you need to know. So now we're going to go into 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on. Now with those, what you need to know is that you just add the single digit behind it. Okay, now. So if you were going to say 21, right, you would say 21, because 20 is 20. So you're going to say 21, 22, 23, and so on, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. So that's the way you would do it. So it's 20, then 30 for 30, 40 for 40, 50 for 50, 60 for 60, 70 for 70, 80 for 80, 90 for 90, 100 for 100. And it's the same thing with 100. 101, 102, 103, 104, and so on. So just learned the 1 through 10 because you're going to use those to add them to the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and so on. Learn from 11 through 19 because those are the weird ones, as in English, as it is in English. And then learn 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and so on. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then once you have 1 through 10 under your belt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then you're fine because then all you do is add those to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's all you do. The only complicated ones in this case would be 11 through 19, which is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay? And it's really not that complicated. All you need to do is learn it. One thing I have noticed about learning a different language is that you can't dissect it because if you do, you're going to go insane. Like for me, where's the R in kernel? Okay? Do you know how hard it is for a Spanish person to say the difference between ships and ship and what's the other one? Cheap. It's just we don't know the difference between the S and the H and the C and the H. It's just like so you can't dissect it. It is what it is. Learn it, say it like that, and when you do, you're saying the right word and move on, And of course your accent is going to come out. It does for me, especially when I'm using the CH and the H and all that. So, it is what it is. So it's really not hard if you don't dissect it. Just learn it and move on, practice it, and that's it. Now I'm going to give you your homework for this week. Okay, now for your homework, just so you get used to using numbers, I'm going to ask you 4 simple questions. Now, what I want you to do, I don't want you to answer the questions with simply the number. I want you to answer it properly, okay? And next week, we're going to go over that. So here are the questions. I'm going to give you the first one just so you understand what it is that I need from you, okay? Now, here's the question. First question. ¿Cuántos años tiene usted? ¿Cuántos años tiene usted? That means how old are you? Now, as you can see, I used usted and tiene. This is because I don't know you. So because I don't know you, I'm not going to treat you as you. So I'm going to treat you as thou. So, ¿cuántos años tiene usted? That means, how old are you? Now, if I was treating you like you, using you as if I know you already, I would say, ¿cuántos años tienes? It's different. So, ¿cuántos años tiene usted? And I want you to answer properly, such as, yo tengo 20 años. Or, yo tengo 33 años. Or, yo tengo 40 años. And so on. Next question. ¿Cuántos hijos tiene usted? Now you know what hijos means because last week we actually, and the week before, we talked about hijo and hija. Now because this is plural, and I want to know how many children you have, we're going to say hijos is generalized into a masculine. And it could be, you could have 3 daughters and 2 sons. It doesn't matter. And then you would say that with your answer properly. You're not going to say cinco or, yo tengo, and then how many kids you have. And you can go into, 2 boys, a girl, whatever. So again, that's ¿cuántos hijos tiene usted? ¿Cuántos plátanos quiere? You should know by now what plátano means because we learned that way back then. So it's ¿cuántos plátanos quiere? ¿Cuánto cuesta eso? ¿Cuánto cuesta eso? Okay, guys, well, that's it for this week. I had a lot of fun thanks to my wonderful husband, Lee, right here, who gave me the cat and did all kinds of who knows crazy stuff. But we had a lot of fun, and I'm very appreciative of your visit today. Hope that you have learned a lot. I know that I've had a blast. Thank you for coming. Until next week, I wish you a lot of buena suerte, and I'll see you then. Love you all. Mwah. Bye.